you goddamn piece of punk-ass shit! Do not mess with that friggin' kid! If you do, I will rip off your goddamn head and shove it so far up your friggin' ass, you'll be coughing up dandruff for 4 frickin' months!
April 20th, 1999. What began as a normal morning at Columbine High School in Colorado ended as one of the darkest days in American history. 2 teenage boys walked into their school armed with guns and homemade bombs and unleashed a massacre that would shock the entire world. This is a story of Columbine, a tragedy that changed schools, parents, and society forever. Columbine High School, located in Littleton, Colorado, that Tuesday morning. Over 900 students arrived like any other day. Teenagers filled the hallways with chatter. Teachers prepared lessons, and the world outside seemed perfectly ordinary. But in the shadows, 2 of their classmates, Harris, 18, and Dylan Klebold, 17, were preparing to carry out an unthinkable plan. For months, they had fantasized about destruction, written violent journals, and filmed disturbing basement tapes describing their intentions. They weren't just planning a shooting. They were planning a massacre that they hoped would eclipse every tragedy before it.
That's a slug.
Imagine that in someone's brain.
Oh.
Entry, exit. No.
At 11:19 a.m., the nightmare began. Eric and Dylan walked toward the school, wearing trench coats to conceal their weapons. Outside the cafeteria, they placed 2 duffel bags containing homemade propane bombs, set to explode during the busy lunch hour. But when the bombs failed to detonate, their plan shifted. Instead of a massive explosion, they pulled out their shotguns and semi-automatic rifles. The first victims were students sitting outside, enjoying the spring sunshine. Panic erupted. Students screamed. Teachers locked doors, and the sound of gunfire echoed to the hallways of Columbine. As chaos spread, Eric and Dylan entered the library, the heart of the massacre. Within 7 terrifying minutes, they killed 10 students and wounded many more. Survivors hid under tables, whispered prayers, and tried to remain silent as bullets ripped through bookshelves and shattered glass.
Jefferson County 911.
Yes, I am a teacher at Columbine High School. There is a student here with a gun. He has shot out a window. I believe one kid. I've been
Columbine High School.
I don't know what's in my shoulder. If it was just the last beat through it.
Okay, has anybody been injured, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the school is in a panic. And I'm in the library. I've got students down under the table, kids. Heads under the table. Kids are screaming. Some of the teachers are, trying to take control of it. We need police here.
Okay, we're getting them there.
Police here.
Who is the student, ma'am?
I do not know who the student is.
Okay.
I saw a student outside. I was in hall duty out there, okay. I was on hall duty. I saw a gun. I said, what's going on out there? And he said, it's probably some video production. It's probably a joke. I said, well, I don't think that's a good idea. And I went walking outside. I couldn't see what was going on. He turned the gun straight at us and shot. And my God, the window went out. And the kid standing there with me, I think he got hit.
Okay.
Something in my shoulder.
Okay. We've got help on the way, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Stay on the line with me.
Oh, God. Kids, just stay down.
Do we know where he's at?
I'm sorry?
Do we know where he's at?
Okay. I'm in the library. He's upstairs. He's right outside of here.
He's outside?
He's outside of this hall.
Outside of a hall or outside?
The hall.
Okay.
There are alarms and things going off now. Smoke. My God, smoke is like coming into this room.
Okay.
I've got the kids under the table here. I don't know what's happening in the rest of the building. There's also like smoke in the building. I don't know. I'm sure someone has to be calling 911 besides.
Yes, we've got a lot of people on. Okay. I just want you to stay in the line with me. We need to know what's going on.
Okay.
Okay?
I am on the floor.
Okay. You've got the kids
in the
there?
library, and I've got every student in this library on the floor. You better stay on the floor.
The 2 boys taunted their victims. They laughed, joked, and recorded their cruelty in real time.
No, you goddamn piece of punk-ass shit! Do not mess with that friggin' kid! If you do, I will rip off your goddamn head and shove it so far up your friggin' ass, you'll be coughing up dandruff for 4 frickin' months!
Look, I don't care what you say. If you ever touch him again, I will freaking kill you. I'm gonna pull out a goddamn shotgun and blow your damn head off. Do you understand, you little worthless piece of crap?
For the terrified students, there was no escape. By 12 p.m., police and SWAT teams had surrounded the school. Helicopters circled above. Parents frantically waited outside, begging for answers. Inside, the horror continued.
I was under a table and people were getting shot all around me.
It was...
And there's so many people. Oh my God.
Eric and Dylan roamed the school for nearly an hour, leaving a trail of destruction. They fired at anyone they encountered, but their original goal, to kill hundreds, had failed. At 12:08 p.m., in the library where most of the killings occurred, Eric, Harris, and Dylan Klebold turned their guns on themselves. The massacre was over, but the devastation had only just begun. In total, 13 innocent lives were taken. 21 others were wounded. Countless more were scarred forever. Columbine was not the first school shooting, but it became the most infamous. It forced America and the world to face new fears: school safety, violent video games, bullying, and the availability of guns. Parents no longer saw schools as safe havens. Students across the country lived with the echoes of Columbine in every fire drill, every lockdown, every whisper of a possible threat. The word Columbine itself became a symbol of tragedy, of loss, and of the urgent need for change. More than 2 decades have passed, but the pain of Columbine still lingers. The victims, young lives filled with promise, will never be forgotten. And we are left with haunting questions. What drives teenagers to such darkness? Could this tragedy have been prevented? Columbine was not the end of school shootings. In many ways, it was only the beginning. And to this day, the world continues to search for answers in the shadows of that terrible morning.